today, for just a few brief moments, I want to chat with you about what I mean when I talk about the energetics of freedom, liberation, and sovereignty, and especially about how that relates to this concept of freeing ourselves from mind control. So understand, by definition, mind control is not just what we think or what we believe, although those are major components of mind control. But understand that what we think and what we believe gets impressed upon the unconscious mind, which for the vast majority of humans is 90% of their consciousness. 90% of all brain, mind functioning is happening unconsciously for the average human. And that when I say the average human, what I mean is someone who almost never meditates or rarely, if ever, meditates beyond just chilling out in front of the TV or a sunset kind of thing, all right? So for those of us in a Lightworker tribe or an awakening tribe, we know just as soon as we start meditating and practicing in healing events, that unconscious part of our mind starts to get reduced. And the more we do it, the more actively we do it, the more clearings, healings, activations, attunements, awakenings we do, the more that shifts, right? From 90% unconscious, we become more and more conscious, yeah? So the idea, obviously, behind mind freedom and liberation from mind control is to become more fully conscious, to stop being 90% unconscious and 10% conscious, and to shift into the realms of 90% conscious and 10% unconscious, or something to a polarized degree. Maybe that's an extreme example, but nonetheless, we want to become as conscious as we can be. So what do I mean, to go back to the point of the energetics of sovereignty and liberation, specifically as it relates to mind control? As I was saying, this is not just about what we think and believe, because what we think and believe turn into thought forms, right? And as they impress upon us over and over again, we think them repeatedly, most people are pretty unconscious of their own thoughts. They don't pay attention to their own thoughts. These become more and more foundational beliefs and belief systems, which are often handed to us from others, given to us. We just believe what we're told. And these become belief systems. Then they start impressing in the unconscious. Those belief systems create emotional responses in the body. The body emotionally starts to create emotional patterns. These patterns impress upon the physiology of the body, and therefore the physiology of the body starts to take on energetics. So the energy that's moving through the body, through the nervous system and the circulatory system, now create vibrational responses throughout the body. And these vibrational responses are often known as triggers, or trigger responses, or reactivity that create experiences in our reality that we're either conscious or unconscious of. And often, if we're completely unconscious of them, they end up forming forms of dis-ease, whether it's physical dis-ease or emotional, mental dis-ease, such as anxiety or stress or worry, fear-based responses, or else, even if it's not emotional or physical, it could be just energetic responses that we have, like not being able to sleep, not being able to get a good night's sleep, just not being able to relax or be at peace, is another energetic kind of response that happens if we're unable to sit still or pay attention or be peaceful within our bodies, if we feel a kind of anxiety or nervous tension. These are all energetic responses. These are forms of mind control, even though they're energetic. Because the human being in its pure state, all of us, including, and our animals are great representations of this when they're just laying peacefully in the room, sleeping next to us. We're meant to be able to be at peace. At any time, we're meant to be able to feel peaceful. We're meant to experience peace and harmony within our bodies and beings. So anytime we're not able to have or experience that, whether it's during the sleep state or waking state, if we're not able to easily, almost within a matter of moments, get ourselves into a state of peace while still being conscious, even get into a state of peace and fall asleep pretty much, at will for the most part. It's time for bed. I want to go to sleep. If we're having trouble sleeping, those are all energetic interference. And therefore, they are forms of mind control. Energetic interference. Anytime you feel unsafe in your reality, and let's look at humanity. Humanity feels extremely unsafe right now as a whole, as a collective. And we as light workers are charged with the mission, so to speak, given the mission to clear or resolve that, especially those of us who are first wavers and second wavers, right, for the bulk of humanity by working on it within ourselves. Because as we anchor and hold peace, calm, harmony within ourselves, peace and calmness, and as we are able to be at peace and resolve things energetically within ourselves, we actually create the foundation for peace and stability for the rest of humanity to start to up-level and anchor into that. So that's a huge part of what Lightworkers do through group meditation and group healing. When we clear out the energetic interference, and this is coming at us from external influences, but also from within us internally, we're coming into more inner harmony and peace. Yes? This is the energetics of freedom and liberation and sovereignty. It's restoring balance, peace, and harmony within us, and also allowing us to energetically vibrate with that at will, conscious will, within a moment. So if you're having trouble sleeping, if you're having trouble resting, getting at peace, if you feel charged by the constant need to turn on your email, check your your voicemail, constantly check your phone, constantly go to Facebook or some social media, or constantly, need to do, that's all energetic interference. And that's a form of mind control. And this is what we're going to be addressing, how to clear this from our systems and how to come into coherence quickly and easily. Clear all of the stuff that entangles us into that mind control energetically. That's what we're going to be addressing at the upcoming class that I'm offering called Free and Liberate Yourself from Mind Control. It's on Tuesday the 26th, and I'm inviting you to participate in that. You can join us at the website at lorispagna.com under the live events tab. That's where you register. I think this work is so powerful. I'm always asking my connection with Divine Source, how can I serve my tribe and community better? What can I do to offer them the most evolutionary teaching to assist them on their journey as we're awakening from this state of the third dimensional reality of being unconscious and living in there without realizing these things? What can I do? And this is what I've been guided to offer. It's very powerful, transformational work. I don't think we always realize it because sometimes we just are so searching for, whatever is the next quick fix or the next pill that we can take to kind of fix everything. To me, this is the fastest, most effective way, is to work with the energetics of it. And so that's really what this is. This is all about freeing and liberating ourselves from these kinds of energetics that ultimately cause and contribute to our dis-ease, whether it's mental, emotional, whether it's relationship, feeling out of alignment in relationships with ourselves, with others, whether it's issues, even, related to finances. That's energetically influencing us if we feel lack or limitation. Those are energetic influences, and they're not the true alignment with the divine. So this class that I'm offering on the 26th, Tuesday, is a live workshop webinar that I'm inviting you to, because this is all about what we'll be doing there, clearing those energetics. So, if you've had those kinds of experiences, if you're having trouble sleeping, as I mentioned that earlier, if you're having trouble just getting quiet, if you're having trouble just sitting still, being peaceful, if you feel distracted, if you feel a kind of stress or anxiety, if you feel there's a lot of push-pull energies going on right now, where we're being sort of pushed in one direction, pulled in one direction, and then at the same time, this pulling to drop off old experiences related to money and the systems and, the corporations, the old third dimensional paradigm, the money system, the banking system. That stuff is pulling us, pushing us in two opposite polarizing directions to help us to release old stuff and to up-level and anchor into new stuff, the new fifth dimensional reality. That's what this class is about. So I hope you will join me. Again, as I said, I'm always thinking of you guys. I'm always asking how I can be of service in the highest and best ways to bring the most progressive healing, transformational healing and consciousness, and to translate that into ways that everyday people can use and apply it. Everyday light workers like us and awakening beings and spiritual seekers, so that we can really, we can really live our best lives and enjoy the richness and the fullness of being alive at this time where we are all getting new opportunities to create our lives in higher and better ways that are more aligned with our happiness, our joy, our health, our well-being, our freedom, our peace, our fulfillment. And in order to do that, we do need to liberate ourselves. So that's what this is about. I invite you to join me on the 26th. Please head over to LoriSpagna.com, scroll down under the live events tab, and join me for that event. Join us. You will love it. I'm sure it's a live webinar. Okay, until next time, I'm sending you all my love. I'm wishing you your absolute highest and best, and your joy, your love, your happiness, your fulfillment, your peace. And I'm sending you mine as well. Okay, all my love. Until next time. Bye-bye.